I got started in real estate here in Dothan in 2019, and I've been in professional sales since 2006. Started out selling golf clubs at places like Dick's Sporting Goods and different golf courses that I worked at. And then in my 20s and 30s, I was in the car business, did that for a long time, and I always loved the car business. But real estate was always in the back of my head as kind of one of those bucket list career things that I wanted to do. So in 2019, I kind of jumped ship out of the car business and went into real estate full time and never turned back. And I'm glad that I did. Like a lot of people in Dothan here, I wasn't raised here, but my family's been here since like the mid 1800s. Logging timber and farming and that sort of thing in areas like Slocum, Cottonwood, and Dothan. I remember coming down here every summer as a kid from Illinois and just visiting my grandparents and the rest of my family. And when I would leave to have to go back to school, I'd be on the plane thinking, man, when I grew up, I'm moving to Dothan. Just always, every year I had that thought, and I really didn't know why then, but I do now. And that's because every summer was just a party with Grandpa, fishing, golfing, shooting fireworks, all that cool stuff. And, I just thought that's what Dothan was then. But, now as I get older and look at it here as a place to live, it makes a lot of sense. We got the lowest property taxes in the country next to, I think, Hawaii. And then our cost of living is third best in the country. So that's pretty good. And then our jobs market here is just growing like crazy, and it's getting more and more diverse every year. So, you take those three things and you add them up, and what you get is a place to live that's very, very homeowner friendly and a place that's really accessible to home ownership. And I just don't think you're going to find that at a whole lot of places across the country these days. I think probably the greatest thing about our company is that it's small, and we're able to provide some pretty specialized care that you're probably not going to get with like a big box corporate company. And, we're super laid back. We're not really salespeople oriented. And I don't think anybody at our company looks at themselves as a salesperson. Even though I've been in sales my whole career, what I've learned in that time is that, helping somebody with a complicated process, like buying a home or, purchasing a vehicle or whatever it is, you're helping your client figure out a way to solve a problem, and it's not using some super high pressure sales technique that's going to get somebody to do what you want them to do, so we don't really look at it as selling a home to somebody. How it usually works with us is we help out our friends and our family and our clients. We get them all the information they need so they can make the most informed decision that they possibly can. And then we just help them buy a house. It's really that simple. We don't really take a cookie cutter approach when it comes to marketing and listing a property either, whether that's a land, home, a new construction, commercial property, whatever the case is. What we do is we look at what the client wants. What are their goals? And then we figure out how we can tailor a strategy that lines up with their goals. And I think having that approach and listening to people, instead of trying to sell somebody something, I think that's really what sets us apart from other companies.